Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're digging into a piece of news that's definitely making waves.
Yeah. What have we got?
Johnny Depp. He's making a Hollywood comeback in a new movie called Day Drinker.
Ah, okay. Heard whispers about that.
Yeah, we've got an article here from Variety. Pretty detailed, actually. It just announced the start of production.
So just the one source today.
Just the one, but it's packed. Our mission basically is to pull out all the key info so everyone listening gets a really clear picture of what this film is all about.
Makes sense. And there are definitely some interesting angles here.
Totally. I mean, you got Depp returning after, everything with the legal battles.
Right? That's the big one.
Plus, he's reuniting with Penélope Cruz, which is cool. And the director, Mark Webb, he's got a fascinating track record. And Lionsgate even dropped a first-look image already. So things are definitely happening.
It's certainly a significant move. I mean, for someone like Depp, with that level of fame, returning to a big Hollywood film after such intense public stuff. Well, it makes you wonder about Hollywood, doesn't it? About taking risks and how much star power still matters.
And the fact it's Lionsgate backing it.
Exactly. That's a pretty clear signal, wouldn't you say? A major studio putting their weight behind it.
Okay, let's dive into that return aspect a bit more. Variety doesn't shy away from it.
No, they mentioned the high-profile legal battles pretty directly.
Yes, this is his big re-entry into Hollywood post-Amber Heard trial. You really can't separate the film announcement from that whole context, can you?
Not at all. It adds this whole other layer. It's not just, oh, here's another movie.
Right.
Lionsgate's decision, it's not just about, the script or the director. It's a bet on Depp still being a draw.
It'll be really interesting to see the audience reaction when it comes out.
Definitely. Very interesting.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly. The director, Mark Webb. People will know him.
Yeah, 500 Days of Summer, right?
That's the one. That quirky, really loved indie film. But then he also did Snow White, a much bigger studio picture.
Quite the contrast.
It is. And he seems really pumped about Day Drinker. The article quotes him saying he's excited about the whole cast, Johnny, Madelyn, Penelope. And he talked about a beautiful location, fantastic crew, and a story that's thrilling and ferocious, but also fun.
That's good to hear, that kind of energy from the director. It can really influence the whole vibe of the film,
Do you think so?
Yeah, definitely. And Webb's background, going from intimate stories to big visuals, it suggests maybe Day Drinker could have both character depth and, well, some style, even as a thriller.
Good point. His enthusiasm seems genuine, like he's really invested.
Which usually means a better movie for us in the end.
Okay, and the cast he's so excited about. It's a pretty solid lineup.
What have we got?
Johnny Depp, obviously. Then Penelope Cruz and Madelyn Cline are the other main leads.
Cline's been getting a lot of attention lately.
She has. But what really caught my eye is Depp and Cruz. This is like their fourth movie together.
Oh, really? I knew they'd work together, but fourth.
Yeah. Blow. Pirates of the Caribbean. On Stranger Tides, and also Murder on the Orient Express.
Wow, okay. That's quite a history.
Right. So you have to think that established chemistry might, add something extra here.
It certainly could. They've done different genres together, so they must have a good working rhythm. Maybe it lets them dig deeper, faster, especially in a thriller context.
And Cline brings a fresh face to that dynamic.
Yeah, it's an intriguing trio.
And the support cast looks good, too.
Yeah.
Manda Rios, Ron Piper, Juan Diego Bodo, and Nika Boyle.
That's a strong supporting lineup. Often those roles are crucial for adding layers, aren't they?
Totally. They can flesh out the world, maybe throw in a few curveballs. It suggests they're not just focusing on the top three names.
Right, building a whole believable world for the story.
So what is the actual story here? What's the plot?
Okay, so the Variety piece says it centers on Madelyn Cline's character. She's a bartender on a private yacht.
Right, okay. Classic setup.
Then she meets a mysterious guest, that's Depp. And then their lives get tangled up with a criminal figure, played by Cruz, and the key phrase is, in unexpected ways.
Ooh, okay. And it's definitely a thriller.
Yep, labeled as a thriller.
Does that grab you, the premise?
It does, actually. A yacht setting is great for thrillers, inherently tense, a bit claustrophobic maybe.
Good point.
And throwing in a mystery man, a criminal element. Yeah, it sets the stage for suspense. The unexpected ways part suggests it won't be straightforward. Keeps you guessing.
Which is what you want in a thriller.
Exactly.
Now let's look behind the scenes a bit. The producers. This is interesting.
Who's involved?
Basil Iwanek and Erica Lee from Thunder Road.
Thunder Road. Wait, that's the John Wick guys, isn't it?
Bingo. You hear that name, you immediately think action, right? Like really well done action.
You really do. Wow. Okay, so maybe this thriller has some serious bite to it, some action sequences.
It strongly suggests that, yeah, their track record points towards something slick, probably intense.
Adds another layer of expectation.
Definitely. And there's also Adam Kolbrenner producing. He did the Tomorrow War, Free Guy. But also Prisoners.
Oh, Prisoners was intense. A proper thriller.
Exactly. And Zach Dean is producing, too. He actually wrote Day Drinker. He also wrote The Gorge.
So the writer is also producing. That's often a good sign. And experience across action and suspense.
It feels like a team built for this genre, you know?
It does. Kolbrenner handles big scale and grounded stuff. Dean knows the genre. It sounds like a solid foundation.
And there are executive producers, too. Dan Friedkin, Micah Green. Mark Webb himself is an EP.
Director as EP often means they have a lot of creative control, a strong vision for it.
And probably indicates solid financial backing, too, with a list like that.
Likely, yeah. Collective confidence in the project.
Okay, quick look at the technical team mentioned. Director of photography is Javier Agrisaro.
Visuals.
Production designer Jan Rolfs. Editor Doc Krotzer. Costumes by Penny Rose. Casting directors, too.
So experienced people across the board?
Seems like it. Suggests they're aiming for high production quality, attention to detail.
Which you'd expect with this kind of cast and producing team, really. It all points towards a polished final film.
Right. Now, studios. Lionsgate is presenting it.
We mentioned them, major player.
In association with 30 West.
Okay, 30 West. They've been involved in some interesting projects.
Yeah, so maybe a partnership on distribution, marketing, that kind of thing. And the main production companies listed are Thunder Road, who we talked about, and In L.2 Production.
So several entities involved in making it happen.
It's interesting how these collaborations work. Lionsgate and 30 West partnering suggests they see eye to eye on this type of film.
And the article actually mentions that, doesn't it? That this isn't their first project together recently.
You're right. It says they're also doing Power Ballad together, the one with Paul Rudd and Nick Jonas.
Ah, okay. So definitely an ongoing relationship there, maybe a successful one.
Could be. It signals they work well together.
The article even gives a little peek at the agencies involved.
Oh yeah, the representation. Depp with Range Media Partners, Cline with CAA and others, Cruz with CAA, Webb with CAA too.
It's just a little reminder of that whole other side of the industry, the deals and networks behind the scenes.
Yeah, the machinery that makes it all happen.
Exactly.
And the big concrete news from the article. Production has started.
Where are they filming?
In Spain. So cameras are actually rolling right now.
Okay, so it's not just talk anymore, it's actively being made.
Yeah, it gives it a real sense of momentum, doesn't it? We can probably expect, set photos or maybe a teaser down the line.
For sure. Things are moving.
Okay, so wrapping up this deep dive on Day Drinker, what are the main things to keep in mind?
Well, you've got Johnny Depp's significant Hollywood return. That's headline number one.
Right. In a thriller directed by Mark Webb, who has that interesting range.
And starring alongside Penélope Cruz, their fourth time together, and Madelyn Cline.
Plus that intriguing premise. Bartender, mysterious guest, criminal figure, yacht, unexpected twists.
Sounds like classic thriller territory, potentially elevated by the cast and the setting. And don't forget the John Wick producers. Thunder Road.
Right. Suggests it might be quite slick and maybe action-packed, too.
A potentially potent mix.
It really makes you think, though, doesn't it? Taking Depp's whole journey, the talent involved here, what kind of splash could Day Drinker make?
Yeah, what impact will it have on the genre, on Hollywood perceptions?
And maybe just, what does this kind of comeback story wrapped in a thriller say about second chances today? Or just the kinds of stories we're drawn to?
Definitely food for thought. Lots to consider once we actually get to see it.
Absolutely.
Well,
thanks for diving deep with us on this one.